Hey there, welcome to our authority group. And we are trying to give you an invitation. If you've watched a couple of these and there's been no audio, it's because I, the operator, flipped the wrong button, but I think I have it right now. So anyway, I am just on here giving you an invitation to our Tuesday authority group. If you're part of the authority group already, you know a little bit about this because we've completed 3 weeks of training. We did a couple of them in the classroom, and then last week we went online because of the present situation where many of you are locked down and can't go out in public, and we're not gathering in groups anymore. So we are continuing on with that, and this Tuesday is our 4th session of this. And so I surely want to invite you to join us live stream tomorrow night at 6:30. And I'm opening this up because I know a lot of people in different places who are connected to me in some way are locked down either in their home or in their private space some way. And so I want to invite you to come and join tomorrow night at 6:30 for the authority group. Now, we've been talking a lot about authority, and we've talked how authority and power are two different things. That you can have power without having authority, but when you have authority, that actually gives you the ability to lay hold of the power that's needed for that authority. But power and authority are not the same. You can have power and be a taker. But when you have authority, you're a giver, because authority is all about life. Authority is actually an expression of life. It's your ability to give life to others. That's what defines authority in your life. It's not some measure of value or some measure of giftedness. It's your measure of ability to bring life to others. Now, in being able to give life, it's like a glass of water. If you have a glass and you put water in the glass, it now has the authority of a glass of water, which could be very useful to you or I. We should drink lots of water. And so when we receive that water, we receive the benefit of what is in the glass. It doesn't benefit the glass, it benefits us. Now, the gift of a glass, the ability of a glass, would allow you to be a container of water, a glass of water. But your gift and your ability is not what gives you your authority. Gift and ability serves your authority, your destiny to be a water giver, a life giver to the thirsty would be what you need, the gift of glass, the ability of being a glass to serve. And so gift and ability are not the same as your authority. And so authority is who you are. It's the authentic you, the real you, and it's your ability to give life to others. And then your gift and your ability doesn't qualify your authority. Your connection to authority qualifies you. So to be a glass of water, we're using that illustration. To be a glass of water, you would have to be connected in relationship with a source of water. You'd have to be under a faucet, under a fountain, under a pitcher. If you're not connected to a water source, you might be a glass of water, but very quickly you're going to be an empty glass. And you're going to be left with your abilities and your giftings, but you won't be able to fulfill your purpose of being a life giver, your authority. Now, you need to value who you are. Look how you give life to your world, and that's your authority. Now, our example of the star of the morning, which the Latin calls Lucifer, he didn't do that. He didn't like who he was. And so he grasped for power. He saw his giftedness, his ability. Now, your gift and your ability can actually inspire you to think with your head and disconnect from your heart. And that's what the star of the morning did. He lifted his heart and he looked with his eyes and he saw how gifted he was. Now, when you do this, you embrace a governing by the knowledge of good and evil and become something different than an expression of the tree of life. And so when you leave your true purpose, you leave your true identity, the true reality of who you really are, then what happens is you become a perversion of who you are. And authority is simply who you are, your ability to give life to your world. Now, we're going to talk about this tomorrow night at 6:30. We'll do a couple of sessions. And I really encourage you to join in with us, especially if the authority group, come on, join as usual. But if you're new, don't be afraid to join us. And there's a place there either on the House of Bread Network site or at the YouTube site or on the Facebook site for comments. And in that comment section, write your questions, especially your questions, so that we can take a break between the first and second session and come back and answer some of those questions. I think we'll have a good time. But I'm looking forward to what we're going to do. And I'm looking forward to participating with you in being a part of the group. So join us tomorrow night at 6:30 as we do our class. And so God bless you. Have a great day and stay safe, stay healthy, be a life giver.